on slide.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Abhilasha Patel and I am from Gujarat. Welcome today to study in the UK live clinic session. Today we are going to talk about sports management courses in the UK. We'll also discuss about the courses, scholarships opportunities, career opportunities, eligibility criteria, after graduation, what are the career opportunities and many things. We also have Azza sir from Birmingham, UK, having more than 10 years of experience into study abroad. We have placed many students in UK for higher studies, and sir has always guided them for studying in UK after the career opportunities and many things. So here I have Azza sir from Birmingham.
Hi, Abhilasha. Thank you again. Thank you for arranging this session. And hopefully, we're going to discuss a very interesting topic today. And our audience will get a lot of information about the topics and the opportunities available in the UK for international students. So, I hope it's going to be very, very interesting for sports enthusiasts. So, anybody who likes sports, they will definitely love the session, and who has planned to study sports related courses or want to see his or her career in sports management, sports marketing, and anything that's relevant to sports. I think they will definitely like it. And in India, obviously, it's a huge
Hmm.
cricket is huge in India. So I think after IPL, the sports, everybody and is want to involve in any kind of sports, especially cricket. So I think it's a huge opportunity for Indian international students in the UK. They can go back to their country after getting qualification, and there are a lot of sports opportunities for them.
Hmm.
There's a lot of franchises available now these days. Even in football, you'll see a lot of franchises,
Yes.
and kabaddi is also getting a lot of attention. Besides badminton, besides cricket, obviously cricket is number one sports in India, but besides cricket there's
True.
badminton, kabaddi, football. These sports are getting attention from media and companies, and from different kind of audience as well. So I think it's going to be a very, very great session today, and hopefully we'll be able to identify some of the area where majority of
Hmm.
our students are thinking about. Really
Yes,
looking
why I
forward
have chosen
to
this
this.
topic because most of the students from the schooling only they are editing these types of courses in sports management. So yes, in the earlier stage when students pass out their schooling and they come into the college section, so even they have an interest about these courses. So this is specialized courses which I have selected today. So we will discuss this thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So my first question is like, why should international students choose the UK for a sports education?
I think it depends. I mean, like what you want to be in the future. So
Yeah.
uh, there is a lot of opportunities in the UK, and obviously UK is renowned for pampering sports. I mean, like renowned for having cutting edge sports facilities. The English Premier League is one of the popular league in the world, and they have hosted Olympics in the past. So sports is a very, very I mean, like important part of British culture. So I think studying a sports in UK or sports related subject in UK will definitely give you a cutting edge, uh, you know, uh, opportunity to use cutting edge technology. Also, uh, will give you an opportunity to how latest trend works. So you can use those skills, and use those technology, bring back those technology into your home country, and obviously train your people, or train your athletes accordingly. So I think it's a great place to study sports.
Okay. So what is the difference between BSc and MSc sports related subjects or maybe course?
I think it depends basically what you want to study. If you want to study a management related course, then you have to study like BSc sports management. If you are into
Okay.
science, then you can study BSc in sports science. um, or if you same applies to master student as well. If they wanted to take management track, they can go for sports management. And if you want to start, if they want to study something that is they're comfortable with, like science related courses, then they can probably go for sports science, nutrition, those kind of courses. So I think it depends how you want to see yourself in future, and this is where you have to uh, you know choose your decision. So there is two types of degree available, one's from
Right.
science background and one's
Hmm.
from a management background as well.
Okay. So, what will be the entry requirements for BSc Sports Science students?
I think that as we always discuss about the anti requirements is pretty much same, like other courses, business management courses or law courses or any other science related courses, accounting related courses. The requirements of any courses in the UK generally same generally same, apart from some specialized degree, as I said, like nursing. I always talk about nursing. There is some other courses like podiatry, which is a science that looks after your feet. There
Hmm.
is some other courses like physiotherapy. So these kind of courses may require additional they may have additional requirements, but generally all the courses have a very basic requirements, like if you have 65% or 70%, in some cases less than that, in your 12 standard, you can get into any bachelor degree in the UK. If you want to get into a postgrad courses, 55% is in most cases is acceptable. So I think the entry requirement is not a barrier, as long
Okay.
as you have the right intention and the funds available for your education. And also, if you have less marks during your post standard, we may have some options available, because you can do foundation course where university will prepare you for the main courses. So even if you have 50% in your 12th standard, you can still study foundation course, develop your skills, and then get into the main courses as well. So UK is pretty open to international students. They have designed their course that way, so international students can you know get into those courses quite easily.
Okay. So, can you please help me? What are the popular courses available for sports management?
So the obviously there are a lot of courses. As I said, it depends, like what type of course you wanted to do. The one is science, from science background, one is from management perspective. So if you wanted
Mm-hmm.
to study anything that is relevant to science, then MSc Sports Science, Sports and Exercise Science, or BSc Sports and Exercise Science is available. BSc Sports Therapy, then BSc Sports Analytics and Performance. MSc is available as well. BSc Sports and BSc Strength and Conditioning, which is very popular course for athletes, professional athletes. And there is also MSc Strength Sports, MSc in Sports Strength and Conditioning available. So this course available in bachelor, in also this course available for master students as well. So this is very popular course. I've seen many professional athletes are doing this course, and they have gained sufficient knowledge and go back to their native country, and start coaching about strength and conditioning. So this is a huge opportunity in this area. So if you are
Mm-hmm.
passionate professional athletes, I think doing sports strength and conditioning course in UK can give you a lot of edge compared to other professional within the industry. So these kind
Industries.
of courses are very popular. If you're from science background, if you really wanted to study sports management, there is a BSc Sports Management available, MSc Sports Management available. Um,
Hmm.
Also, there is, as I say, BSc and MSc Sports Analytics and Performance courses are available as well. Because if you wanted to be a sports analyst, you can study those courses.
Yes. Okay. So, can you help me? What will be the duration course for the BSc in sports management?
It's a 3 years course, like any other
Yes.
bachelor degree in the UK, and for 1 year master's course for any other
Okay.
courses in UK.
Okay. So, are there any internships included in these courses? Like, whoever students choose any courses from the sports management or related to that course.
Yes, obviously there are internship. So if to take, so when you select your course, you have to ask the university to add a professional placement to your course. So basically, instead of doing 3 years, you have to do 4 years course, 1 year placement, 3 years course.
Okay.
University has a lot of connection in the local clubs,
Hmm.
I mean, like sports facilities, uh, and I mean, like football clubs, local. There are a lot of local clubs available in the UK. In UK, you'll see a lot of clubs, local clubs. They're very into football. They're very into sports. So pretty much every town, small town, has their own clubs, own sports facilities. There is you'll find football pitches everywhere. You'll find cricket stadium, small cricket field everywhere. So I think getting a placement for as a students, as a sports students, is not very difficult in the UK, and also the university has great connection with those clubs, and they can easily
Okay.
place you into those clubs, and so clubs, and you can get real life experience from there. So I think this is very good opportunity if somebody wants to study sports science, because it is less competitive compared to other business, accounting, and other courses, because everybody
Okay.
study business, accounting, law. So the competition
Hmm.
is very high. Not many students from South Asian countries want to study sports science or sports management or anything that is relevant to sports. They don't explore these courses. So that is where there's always opportunities. If you want to study these courses, there is option for placement as well. So you'll get real life experience, how coaching works,
Yes.
how fitness works, everything. I mean, like, without just reading a books will not give you the idea how things work. If you get the
Yes.
own
Yes.
experience, it will definitely give you additional skills or additional edge compared to other professional, because maybe they're studying only and not realizing how things work in real life. But when you get into a placement, it will be much easier, because whatever you're seeing on paper, you can use those into you can practice those into in real life. So that is where the placement is very important for this particular courses.
Yes, I was about to ask this question. Like, can students play for university sports team?
100%. This is every university has their own team. So when you becomes a student of these courses, the
Mm-hmm.
university basically pick those students for clubs and teams in most cases. Right? Because you'll be mostly involved with coaches, you'll be mostly involved with teachers who deals with this kind of events,
Yeah.
or manage teams, university teams. So obviously, as a part of sports student, if you have become a sports student, obviously you have better chance to play in university leagues or university teams, so you can obviously play.
Okay. So, can you help me with some universities, list of universities for the sports courses?
Okay, so the for sports sciences or sports management, I think University of Loughborough University is always ranked higher when it comes to
Oh,
sports
okay.
related courses. But this university is quite expensive, uh, but the quality of education definitely cannot match the quality of education with other university. If you're looking for some affordable option, I would say St Mary University, London. Uh, they have great facility. I visited myself the university, so they have Olympic standard facility within the university. They have
Oh,
Olympic standard track for running. They have all the facilities that a professional athlete needs in terms of fitness, in terms of track, in terms of field. They have everything in place. So this
okay.
university could be one of the best option for any international student who wants to explore this part of uh, you know um, courses. I mean, like, obviously this subject or this area. So I think St Mary University London could be one of the best option if you are thinking about budget option, and obviously if you're
Ajay.
thinking about quality and the connection and obviously the reputation, then Loughborough University also has great facility. Not to not least, but not I mean, like, another university, I would say they have pretty good facilities for sports students. University Wolverhampton, they have their own stadium where
Oh, okay.
Wolverhampton FC Football Club, they have a collaboration with Wolverhampton FC, which is Wolverhampton Football Club. So this university has great facilities, million pounds of equipment in their university. Professional athletes come to the university for training, for recovery. I think it's
Mhm.
just unbelievable facilities for any student who wants to explore this kind of courses. And I have seen myself that professional athletes are coming to the university for recovery, for training, for therapy. So they're not dealing with general people. They're dealing with professional athletes, and they have
Professional one.
equipments available, and the
Mhm.
equipment very very expensive. Those equipments are used by professionals, like probably like professional footballer like Cristiano Ronaldo, or anybody, any professional footballer.
Mhm.
They come to, not, I'm not saying that Cristiano Ronaldo come to this university, but professional footballer like Cristiano
Professional,
Ronaldo
yeah.
come to like University of Wolverhampton for recovery session, for a training session. So they have this kind of facilities available. That is where professional footballers trust them to for the recovery. So it was outstanding and eye-opening facilities, to be honest. And
Okay.
it's great place to be. And unfortunately, I haven't seen any South Asian students. I've seen some students from USA. So obviously, the obviously, how big sports in the US. So and
True.
US is very, very expensive in terms of education. So US
Education as well.
come to UK for sports related courses because they find it quite affordable, and the facilities obviously world class and outstanding as well. So that is why they trust students from USA, trust UK university for this kind of education. So we talk to the faculty members. They say do promote these courses because we have outstanding facilities, but unfortunately we don't get many students from
Yes.
South Asian countries. So it is a uh, I think it is a missing opportunities for South Asian students. They should explore this kind of courses, and just diversify their career opportunities, not just accounting, law, and computer science. There could be many
True.
other options available. So I would always encourage people to just look for different things, because after 12th standard, majority of the students, they're not sure what they want to do in their life. So I think, why not just instead of going into a traditional route, why not just try this kind of courses? They may have better career opportunity, better career prospects in your home
Hmm.
country. And India is a huge country, and with a lot of potential. And as I said before, the IPL is getting bigger every year. So
Every year.
you'll find a place definitely, for sure, if you have the right skill set. So that's
Every
what
year, and it's every year it's going to tough with like Bangalore Royal Challengers, or maybe Mumbai Indians or Gujarat Titans, whatever the team sections are there. But yes, most of the students want to go for this course, but they are unaware about the informations which
yeah.
universities who is dealing with this. So that's the reason I thought, okay, can't we can talk about this course, so that those are looking our Facebook live session will be getting information. Yes, these types of courses are also available with universities and everything.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
So
carry
next
on with.
question. Yeah. Can engineering, business, or any medical graduates can apply for this course?
I think for engineering graduates, it's going to be very, very tough because for example,
Definitely.
when you say engineering graduates, that means they finished their graduation or they finished their degree. So now getting into
Mm.
MSc sports therapy or getting into MSc
Mm.
sports science will be difficult because they haven't done anything, any modules or any learning that is relevant to sports science. Like sports science focus on biomechanics, uh, exercise physiology, anatomy, nutrition. Those
Mm.
are the things. So I think for engineering student, it's going to be very very challenging. But if anybody has a business degree, and he has some experience in sports. events and something like that, they can study sports management, um, or performance analysis, this kind of courses, depending what sort of experience they have after their bachelor degree in business.
Bachelor's
They can
degree.
study. But obviously, if it is a science track related
Hmm.
courses, like, sports and exercise science, rehabilitation, sports therapy, sports physiology. This course will be very, very difficult from different backgrounds. If you want to study masters, it's going to be very, very tough, because the level of knowledge you require to continue these courses will be higher. If you want to bachelor in any of these courses, you should have science background. Otherwise, studying biomechanics, anatomy, and like exercise physiology, this will be very, very difficult for you. So I think anybody who has science background, they should science background 12th standard, they can study those kind of courses. And if you want to study sports management courses, then you can come from business background or any other background that is relevant to sports management or sports analysis as well.
Okay. So, like any dissertation is required for this course or any research opportunities?
100%. There is, as I said before, there is a lot of research opportunities available, because all the university has connection with the local clubs and local sports facilities or sports authorities. So they do a lot of researches, and as a sports students, they will definitely send you to those people who needs you, basically. So if there is an opportunity, obviously university will definitely refer you to those research facilities, or if there is any research going on, and if you are the right candidate, definitely they would recommend you to those organizations, because a lot of
Okay.
things going on in UK in terms of sports. A lot of research going on, and big companies are sponsoring clubs and athletes. They are concerned about their health, their performance, and everything. So it's a
Hmm.
huge industry. Obviously, I might not be the expert on sports industry, but in general, I can say it's a huge industry. So I think anybody who wants to get in, he was involved in this kind of courses, I would say definitely have a better chance,
Hmm.
and less competition compared to other courses. As regards to your dissertation, yes, in every MSc course or BSc course in the UK, or any bachelor or any postgraduate course in the UK, you must submit a dissertation as a
Okay.
part of qualification. There will be some
Qualification.
exams. There will be some, depending on the university to university, group project. But at the end, like when you finish your degree last year, basically you have to submit your final dissertation as a part of your degree. So that is required.
Okay. So, are any career availables in fitness and wellness?
Yes, it is. As I said, like there are a lot of courses available for, like as you say, sports and exercise science. Um,
Hmm.
so like BSc in BSc or MSc in rehabilitation. So yes,
Hmm.
and BSc in nutrition. So this course also covers wellness and fitness, obviously. So wellness and
Okay.
fitness fit into those courses anyway. So along the when you do this kind of courses, you'll find this kind of modules or learnings embedded into the courses.
Okay. So, is like physiotherapy course is also included in sports management, like sports
I
related
think
courses?
physiotherapy is completely a different area. There is
Different.
requires an additional discussion itself. So it's a different. You can work in if you are a physiotherapist, you can work alongside with athletes. Definitely work alongside with the athletes, but this is a
Hmm.
completely different
Different
pathway.
course. Pathway
Pathway
course.
requires
Yeah.
different expertise as well.
So, what will be the average salary after the graduation of this sports management course in UK?
I think well, it depends. At any career for any graduates, apologies, for any graduates in the UK, the initial salary, I wouldn't say it's very, very lucrative as compared to US or other first world countries. Um, I always say in UK, majority professionals are underpaid. It's my opinion. Obviously, people can argue with that as well. But what I feel is majority professionals are underpaid compared to US, Canada, or Australia.
Hmm.
uh, the initial stage, I think we're looking at around 28,000 to 30,000 initially. If you are a sports management, like if you study sports management or sports science, anything like that. So start with this range from 28 to 30. It could be less than that depending on the clubs or organization you're working for. But I would say it will be below 30 initially, but
Mm-hmm.
when you get some experience, obviously people, for new graduates, no one's going to offer you 40,000, 50,000. And once you get into the real world, get some real life experiences, probably you'll get more than that. You'll get 35, 40. So this is how it works. Basically, it's not, I wouldn't say it's very very high paying jobs, but it's not about just getting salary. The people who enjoy sports, they love it because they love to do these kind of things. There's a lot of activities.
Yes.
It's not like you're sitting in front of a desk and just typing and solving problems and identifying different issues. It's all about going outdoor, meeting with different people, you know uh, a lot of activities going on. So people who works in this within this industry, they don't just do it for the money. They just because they enjoy it, and that is why they do it. But yes, eventually you'll be earning a lot of money. And also,
Hmm.
besides your qualification, besides your job, you can do consultation as well. So if you are sports
Yes, that can be done.
scientist, or if you are sports nutritionist, or if you have experience in strength and conditioning, you will not only work with organization. Outside the organization, you can work as a sports consultant or performance consultant, right? So there
Mm-hmm. True.
additional earning as well. So it's not just limited to a job. You can be a professional, sports consultant in terms of rehabilitation, recovery, nutrition, and a lot of opportunities available. I think it's you can't limit yourself to certain salary. You can excel
Okay.
uh, depending how you want to see yourself, or how much time you want to invest into your career.
Okay. Okay. So, what will be the minimum cost of tuition fees for this course?
Okay, so the Loughborough University, as I mentioned, is going to be very, very expensive. I think it's
Yes. True.
to 30,000 per year, or in
Hmm.
between 5 to 30,000. But there are some affordable universities. I said Wolverhampton University, the tuition fee range from 15,000 to 17, 18,000. St. Mary comes into the same bracket as well. So between 15 to 17,000 pound per year.
Hmm.
Um, you see, like majority computer science course, business course are quite similar to sports medicine.
Yes.
It is not quite high from this course. It's probably 500 to 1000 you are paying extra 500 and 500 to 1000 per year extra for this kind of courses. But it does worth it, to be honest. Like spending
Yes.
£1,000 extra for this kind of courses, it's definitely worth it, I believe. So the range, I would say 15 to 17,000 per year. If it is a master's course, I would say 15 to 17,000 for a year. If it's a bachelor course,
Mm-hmm.
same bracket of
And also,
cost.
student will be getting the scholarship, right? For this, at
I
least
would
to
say,
£500 or £1,000
yeah, that is why I say 15 to 17. So after scholarship, probably it will come
after the
down.
scholarship.
Yeah,
True,
it
true.
depending on the
And
university.
okay, so what advice you would give to the students planning to study the sports in the UK?
So I think advice, I would say, if you are passionate about this kind of this industry, and then go for it, obviously. But if you are if you love biology, if you love human performance, this kind of technology, I think go for sports science related courses. If you like
Hmm.
business, marketing, commercials, global sports, go for
Hmm.
sports management. If you love
Yeah.
coaching, talent development, and physio psychology, and those kind of working directly with the people, then go for sports coaching as well. So I forgot to mention there is
Yeah.
some courses that is relevant to sports coaching as well. So if you want to study
Okay.
BSc in football coaching, this course also available. So BSc in sports
Hmm.
coaching, I forgot to mention this course is available as well. So depending on what industry you want to work in, like what position you want to see yourself in 5 years, 10 years times. Yes, so there is lot of options
Lot of
available,
career opportunities are there.
depending
Yes,
where you are comfortable. If you're comfortable
true.
with biology, go for science related, sports management for business students, and obviously if you love coaching, interacting with people, if you love working working directly with the people, and you believe in talent development, then go for coaching. So it depends on person as well.
Awesome. Yeah, that's all for today. Like, why I have chosen this course, because most of the students, they're willing to go, but some consultant or some university, okay, we are not dealing with this. We are dealing with only with engineering courses or any business courses, something like that. But yes, yeah, there are some good opportunities. So the student will be getting an awareness about this courses also there. We can study, and it's a good opportunities after the completion of the course as well. So I
And
have chosen the specialization course. So by next Tuesday, same timing, 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time, I'm going to be live with the another topic that is about game. Okay, like most of the students are also looking with game designing or any game productions related this course we are going to
you,
discuss.
you
So
say like
yes,
it's sports, right? So basically, the
yes,
game designs involve like esports, and also the other development, graphics, and all the stuffs, right? And like we're going to discuss about
true. Yes, 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 yes.
like the gaming is a huge industry now worldwide, right? Including esports.
That's
So I
a
think it's going to be a very interesting topic again to discuss about. And
topic.
universities are also doing
Yes.
this kind of courses now. This like game design, games development, uh, artificial
Hmm.
intelligence, esports. This sort
True.
of course. I think that's going to be an interesting topic to discuss about. But looking forward to it, Abhilasha. Prepare some good
Yeah.
questions. Hopefully, we'll
Sure.
discuss next week. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Abhilasha.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone, for watching our live session, and keep motivating us by watching those live session. And obviously, your participation will, give us this motivation to arrange those kind of session every week, and find
Hmm.
interesting topic to discuss with you. And thank you, Abhilasha, again for arranging this session.
Thank you.
Looking forward to see you next week again. Okay.
Okay, thank you.